Welcome to the Sci-Fi Express Lane. My name is Jeff Carroll, and I want to express myself. So, like, subscribe, share, and then after the video, leave a comment. I love talking to you, love hearing from you, I love getting ideas for new questions. So, today is a serious, a serious vent. These are all like vents or responses to questions. But this is really, serious. It's, I dedicate this to, it's very fresh, right? Very fresh. I think he passed away yesterday. A comedian, former co-worker of mine, Christopher Priester. You can Google him if I can get his link to his Instagram or Facebook page, or if he had a website. We worked together about 6 years ago. And we worked together for 1 year, but it was his last year as a teacher and my last year as at working at that school, right? And I'm a veteran of comedy. I worked as an agent for 20-something years. 20 plus years, I'm still booking shows. I had a show that I was booking with him. And I always had an aptitude for comedy, being a humoristic person myself, right? And we used to always meet in the cafeteria. I've been to joke writing classes, so I could tell good jokes or whatever. I could, extract humor from a situation and make it into a joke. And he was very funny. So when he left the school, he started stand-up comedy. And he was grinding hard. In those 5 years, he became the top comedian in South Florida. Now, we already had 2 other comedians, Benji Brown and Marvin Dixon, but I'm going to tell you, Christopher Priester was used probably more than both of them combined locally. Benji and Marvin still tour nationally, and Benji is on the radio, so probably by pay, Benji is bigger, but in terms of local respect and people on the street, Christopher Priester had done it. I had begged him to let me take him to New York so he could, meet, the people that I know. And, Hollywood comes after that. But everybody that came through South Florida was meeting this local guy, and I saw his growth and his maturity in that period. Now, he was not a young dude, so he was able to grow faster than probably some 20-year-old, getting into the field. So comedy-wise, he was definitely growing as well. And he must have he was in the show that he turned down. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what you got to do, right? In terms of until you get TV credits and until you get big shows, you still got to take those little $100 shows, So he was grinding, and that is like kind of my message, right? He was doing shows for free, he was producing shows, and he was building shows for the future. And I believe he had a show the night probably before he passed away. I don't know when he passed away. I don't know any of the details. But when I think about the potential cause, I know we always got COVID looming. But even COVID, like for me, I never caught COVID. I value sleep and I get my rest. And that's one of the things that I couldn't do when I was in the comedy field, because I came in almost every night around 1 or 2 o'clock, and I'm an early riser, so no matter what time I came in, I wasn't sleeping past 8 o'clock, and 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, that's my rise. I rise with the sun, so it's hard for me to sleep past that, and my body just didn't rest, and our bodies need rest, you know what I'm saying, in this time of COVID. Now, like I said, this is a tribute, right, or inspired, or I dedicate this Sci-Fi Express Lane to that, because I don't know what the cause of death was, but I do know, right, that he was a hard working dude. We call it the grind. He was grinding. There wasn't nobody harder working than him. You working, 19 hours a day and thinking about it, the rest of those hours, that's the hardest working. You can't work no harder than that. You know what I'm saying? And for years you're doing this, it's going to take a toll on you, or at least your body ain't going to heal. Now, I don't know, again, if that's what the cause of death was, but I do know he grinded hard, and it made me think of grinding. And, as an independent a publisher, an entrepreneur, indie filmmaker, all these little indie titles, the weight is all on me. It don't matter whether you are grinding, you're in comedy, you got a lot of work that you got to do. One thing that haunts you as an entrepreneur, indie person, is the pressure. You understand the pressure that you're on. His wife is a principal. She makes good money, and sometimes that adds to the pressure, right? Because you be like, damn, I gotta keep up, and I don't think he was slouching on the money bag, but I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And being an indie person, having had to work for your whole life, it's hard to get used to. How much money are you gonna make next month? How much money are you gonna make next year? Can I buy this car? You don't know, you know what I'm saying? You have an idea, but you catch a cold that changes your money, you understand? And one of the things, like I told him, I said, yo, it's cool to have an agent, because your agent or your manager is a mouthpiece. The manager usually doesn't have as many clients and speaks directly to you and to the people, but an agent will have say, yo, I can't get this guy. Let me put you on this guy because this guy could sit, and it ain't an IOU, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to get you back next time. You don't have favors to do because the agent covers that, If something happens to the artist, the agent has it, and I used to, I said, don't worry, Chris, I'll talk to you about agents and stuff like that. And now I'm not an agent anymore. I am more of a consultant, because I don't carry a roster of anybody, but I'll book all of my old clients, as many of them that I can get in contact with, if, I get a call for it. And I don't have a website anymore. It's none of that. You just got to know me. And I told him that's, kind of the value of it. And that's really my message, Can you grind too hard? Now, the other side of grinding is you feel responsible for your level of success. People tell you, and the myth is out there, is people got to success as an indie person from grinding. And it implies that the harder you grind, the more likely you'll be successful. And, I was looking at a group of comic book creators that had a comic convention at MGM. And I'm like, golly, I would have loved to have been there, because that's where I think you could get picked up at, right? We want our comic books to be picked up, And I remember last couple of years I've been burning my phone numbers, my Rolodex. Yo, Kevin Hart signed Black Sands. Yo, Kev, what's up? Check out one of my books. Or another one of my clients, I'm burning through, Michael Blackson. Yo, you want to do a comic book? I think those are amazing ideas, and I think I'm an incredible visionary, right? And I think they're really successful. But as one of my artists, my dude, Royale Watkins, was telling me, yo, dudes get pitched every day. The big dudes don't even have to answer the phone to get pitched, and it's $10,000 $1,000 here, it's $1 million here, $10,000 a week for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? You know, just ride around in this car. You know, you're at the top of the pyramid. You know, and everything is coming towards you. So it's a tough game. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, you feel in your mind, I got to play this game, because otherwise, if I don't play it, how they gonna see me? I can't expect, you know, to pick up the phone and be like, yo, I saw your small little project. No, son, you got to get in front of them. Now, once you get in front of them, what happens? Now what happens? I done showed the project to Kevin Hart. All right, he didn't go for it. Now, how many Kevin Harts do you know? Can you go like the homegirl in Harry Potter and, you know, submit to 100 people? Do you even know 100 people to submit to get turned down from? No, and I guarantee you, by the time you get to 5 of the people you know, you won't feel like giving up. You know, and that's real. So does the grind? What's the grind? The grind is what? Yo, keep putting yourself in there and to become numb to it. And be like, I just showed it to you just to show it to you. I don't know if you're really going to go for it. Like 50 people done turned it down already, you know. And, you know, you ain't going to surprise me if you turn it down. You 58. You know, I showed it to everybody that I know, and I don't even know you like I know them people. So it is what it is. Yeah. You know, there's a little bit of grind fatigue, you know, but the other thing about grinding is, sure, it's a game of survival, right? That's my philosophy. You know, persistence overcomes resistance every time, that type mentality. But then the other mentality is, let's not be too ignorant, son. Sometimes your projects is not clicking. You can promote trash to the world. It's still going to be trash. You can promote trash 24/7. It's still going to be trash. You know, there's some lucky media companies where they film or music, even books. They'll put out something trash, right? You know, but they get the catalog, they got the next deal already in line. They're not dealing deal from deal. They certainly ain't putting trash out their first product. That's not happening, you know. So, do indie people have the luxury, the fan capacity to put out something trash? No, you have to put out something that gets people's attention and they can see your vision. And if it doesn't happen, it may be the fact that your vision isn't good. It's not clear. How do you deal with that? Like I said, you know, we have this mentality, grind wins. You know, persistence overcomes resistance. And you know, guys use that philosophy to women, you know, but at the end of the day, yo, sometimes it's called stalking, and you turn people off. If she don't like you, get the hint. If your project is trash or not right for that publication, that filmmaker, you know, that director, that actor, whatever it is, then you try somebody else. You try another angle. But at the end of the day, your grind has to be constantly monitored. Your grind has to be healthy. You can grind yourself to death and grind out. You could be grinding and waste your time because your project is not hitting. You understand what I'm saying? There's overnight wonders. There's people that hit it right out the box. So for me, I kind of try to balance that grinding. You know, I try to balance how much time I put into my stuff. I listen to people's feedback. I tweak. My project grows from all of the grinding, rejections. I don't just keep sending the same thing over and over to the same people over and over. I don't know. I mean, maybe when I figure it out, you know, maybe after I start looking around, I'll find some secrets to the grind, and I can tell you what people do. But it's mysterious, and it's dangerous, you know. Yeah, it is secret to success, but it's definitely dangerous. So let me close this out and just say, you know, think about the grind. Don't grind yourself to death, and you know, remember all of the factors. You know what I'm saying? Remember all the factors. All right, dedicated to my man Christopher Priester. Cool dude. You know what I'm saying? People loved his posts on Facebook. Probably I can't even repost a lot of them because I'm still a teacher. But he had a wild sense of humor, and there was a lot of material in teaching, and he definitely exploited all of it. He was a teacher and a church man, you know, and both communities loved him and appreciated him. So he's going to be sorely missed. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Watch how you grind, all right? Take care of yourself. Monitor your health. Get your head right. Monitor your mental health. If you got to take a break, take a break. It ain't going to go nowhere. You can come back next day and grind. All right. Peace.